As I think my colleagues know, this is National Police Week, and I know I express the sentiment of every member of this body to show our appreciation for the 900,000 federal, state, and local law enforcement officers who literally put their life on the lines every day to keep us safe. We cannot thank them enough, and we can also help them by our actions. In 2013, 105 lost their lives in the line of duty. And obviously, this is a matter that requires the attention of the United States Senate. Let me just give you the most recent casualty in the state of Maryland. On August 28th, a Baltimore County police officer, Jason Snyder, who was only 36 years of age, was shot and killed while serving a search warrant at the home on Roberts Avenue in Catonsville at approximately 5 o'clock in the morning. Officer Schneider was part of a tactical team that had entered the house in search of a juvenile subject wanted in relation to a shooting the previous week. The entry team encountered 4 subjects inside the house who attempted to flee. Officer Schneider was pursuing the subject towards the rear of the house when another subject attacked him, opened fire, striking him several times. Despite being mortally wounded, Officer Schneider returned fire and killed the subject. He is survived by his wife and 2 children. Unfortunately, that story was told 105 other times in 2013 with law enforcement officers who lost their life in the line of duty. I've introduced legislation, S 357, which provides for a national blue alert. I think most members are familiar with the Amber Alert. What it means is the rapid dissemination of information to help law enforcement. On Blue Alert, it would deal with an officer who has been assaulted or attacked or killed. That information would be available nationwide. And as law enforcement will tell you, rapid dissemination of information is the most important part in law enforcement enforcement. So it's critically important that that information be made available. Mr. President, this is a bipartisan bill. I originally filed the bill with Senator Graham, and I appreciate his help. Senator Leahy has been the real champion, chairman of the Judiciary Committee, the work that he has done on behalf of law enforcement, and I can't thank him enough for his help on this legislation. Senator McConnell, today in his leader time, talked about that this is National Police Week and mentioned that he is a co-sponsor of the legislation I'm referring to, and urged that this is the type of bill that we need to pass. Senator Blunt, who's on the floor, I thank him very much. He's been a real leader in regards to these law enforcement issues and Blue Alert. This bill passed with 406 votes in the House of Representatives. So it is a bill that provides for smart ways to help law enforcement. It is endorsed and supported by a whole host of groups, including the Fraternal Order of Police, the National Association of Police Organizations, the Federal Law Enforcement Officers Association, the Concern of Police Survivors, and the Sergeant Benevolent Association, New York City Police Department, and the list goes on and on and on. So if we're looking for a way that we can not just express our appreciation to those that are in law enforcement, that we can tangibly do something to help, S 357 is a way that we can do it. So, Mr. President, I asked if in legislative session, unanimous consent, the Senate proceed to calendar number 194 S357, the National Blue Alert Act, that the bill be read a 3rd time and passed, and that the motion to reconsider be laid upon the table with no intervening action or debate.
Is there objection?
President.
Senator from Oklahoma.
Per the Senate rules, I've submitted a whole letter outlining my reasons for objecting to this besides it not being paid for, and I object.
Objection is heard.